of closing entries, transfer entries, adjustment entry. So do you have actually have you solved any question of these?
Yes, I have.
Okay. Is there any doubt you have in any of these questions?
Nah, not really. I don't have any doubts.
So you able to solve all the questions?
Yeah, I was. I wasn't able to send it because the file on my laptop it kept getting corrupted. It's like when I
File
try.
getting corrupted?
Yeah, like I do the question on paper and then I take a picture of it and then I like upload it to my laptop. But then the file got corrupted. I wasn't able to recover it like when I
So
tried to
you don't
resend.
make it as PDF?
Yeah, I made it as a PDF. Can
So
I just like
actually application that is that you use, it depends on that application, because sometimes it is like not readable format. So that's why you can
okay.
use the Adobe Scan. That is a good app to scan the documents. Or
Yeah, because my cam scanner is like completely like, it's filled, so I'll
yes.
delete some files to resend it again. Maybe that's why.
Okay. So if you don't have any doubt and you have also solved the questions that I have shared, then should we continue with the other topic, the new chapter?
Yeah.
So which chapter we should start? We have completed,
Can we
like,
revise one chapter that's like coming from my exam? Like,
tell me.
can you please explain cash book again? Like when I was revising, I managed to learn everything till ledger, but cash book is so confusing. Can you please explain it to me?
Okay, cash book.
Yes.
I thought cash book is very simple.
Yeah, but when I tried to do it, I kept getting confused. Like,
Okay, no issue. Okay, so let's discuss cash book. So cash book is same as the ledger, actually cash account. So I can write it same as cash account in ledger. So what is the difference then? Why we prepare cash book and cash account separately? First of all, if there is like I told you that there are two steps in accounting process. The first is called recording of transaction, and the recording process is done in journal. Then the second is classification, which is done in ledger. Okay, so every transaction we record one time in journal and two times in ledger, because in one entry there is cash account debit to let's say sales account, cash account debit to sales account. So this is one entry in journal. Now, if we record the same entry in ledger, then it will be recorded in cash account and sales account, both. So that's why every entry has two entries in ledger. Okay, every transaction you can say. Now, it may be more than two. In some of the journal entry, there are three accounts, four accounts. In that case, you have to write it in more than two ledgers. So that
mm-hmm.
is the case of like journal and ledger. Now, cash book is part of journal. That's why only transaction will be recorded in one book only. If it is in cash book, then not in purchase book, not in sales book, not in purchase return, sales return, or proper journal, if one entry is written in cash book. But in case of ledger, if you're writing it in cash account, it can go in different accounts also. Okay, so that is the difference. But the problem is cash book is same as ledger. What is difference between journal and ledger doesn't matter here, because cash book is same as cash account. Everything that we write in cash account will be written in cash book, or you can say in like opposite direction, everything that we write in cash book, it will be written in cash account also. Okay, so all the receipt of cash will be on the debit side, and all the payment of cash will be on the credit side.
Okay.
So that's why it is called subsidiary book and principal book both. Sometimes it is asked in objective type question that cash book is principal book, subsidiary book, or both. So it is principal book and subsidiary book. Okay. Now, if we have to prepare, obviously, the cash book. Actually, you don't have to, like, you have not missed any theory part. You have all the theory.
Yeah.
So now all the receipts will be on the debit side, and all the payment will be on the credit side. So this is our cash book. So it is very simple. If it is single column cash book, then there is no issue. Only cash transaction will be recorded in cash book. All the receipt on the debit side, all the payment of cash will be on the credit side. Then we calculate the balance. Okay. Also, cash account, the starting point is cash balance, and the ending point is also cash balance.
Okay.
So at the end, when we calculate the balance, it is cash, and that the same cash will be transferred to the next time period. So it is also the starting point. So it also starts with cash balance and ends with cash balance. So this is the cash book summary. There is nothing else in the single column cash book. Okay, so it starts with opening cash balance, positive cash balance, obviously, because cash cannot have a negative balance.
Okay.
Okay. Bank can have the negative balance, which we call here in bank overdraft, but cash cannot be negative. So that's why there will be balance on the debit side always of cash book. So cash balance, then we will write all the receipt on the debit side, all the payment on the credit side, and after that, at the end, we will calculate the balance, and it will be on the credit side, again cash balance. So this is your cash book. Now, tell me if there is actually, I know that where you have the confusion like contra entry, I think.
Yeah, especially contra entry and how to like make the balance. Like that is how to balance it. That is the place where I'm getting the most confused.
Okay. How to make the balance in
Yeah,
single
like how,
column cash book?
single column and double column, both of them.
Okay. Yes, this is simple cash book. Now, if you see here, this is the total 2,23,750, and total of this is different, means lower value. Okay.
Okay.
So first we calculate the total on the both side, because this is the balance we have already written, 1,55,350. You can see this balance is calculated later, obviously. So before that, leaving this part, we will calculate total of debit side items and calculate total of credit side items. Okay, whichever is higher will be written on both sides. Okay, whichever is higher. Let's say on the debit side it is 2 lakh, on the credit side it is 50,000. Okay,
Okay.
So in that case, on both sides, we will write 2 lakh, not 50,000. On the both side, total column, we will write 2 lakh because
Okay.
2 lakh is the higher one. 50,000 is lower one. So after writing the total, the higher total we use. Okay. So lower total is deducted from the higher total. Higher total is written on both sides. So lower total will be deducted from higher total and the balance will be written on lower side. So you can see here that I have written the total of 2,23,750 on both sides. Then I have calculated this side, total of this side, and deducted it from this total amount. So the balance is 1,55,350. Okay.
Okay.
So one thing, balance is always calculated on lower side total. Like
Okay.
here it is credit side. So tell me if you have any doubt again in like totaling or balancing part.
No, I got it. I understand.
Okay. So this was your confusion, the
Wait,
actual
but then
confusion about
on
balancing?
the debit side, we write to balance broad brought on, but then on the credit
Yes.
side, we write the same thing, or
Yes, you can see here this balance I have calculated here by balance CD at the end.
okay. Yeah.
Okay. And this same balance is written in the next time period because it is April 30. So our books
Yeah.
closed here.
Yeah.
Okay. For the next month, this is the same balance, but it became opening. To
Okay.
balance begin. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Now again, if we have to prepare the cash book for May, then we will write all the receipt below this and all the payment here. And then we will take this also in calculating total. That's it.
Okay.
Done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So can you like explain contra entry, like the
Yes.
logic behind contra entry and like how to pass it in that what is that, the cash book?
Here. First of all, contra entry. So entry in which both side is either cash account or bank. So if you are like making any entry, so generally there are cash and some other item, cash or capital, cash purchase, cash sales. So on one side there is cash, on the other hand it is any item like other accounts. But when on the both side of any journal entry, there is cash balance or bank balance. Okay, so either
Okay.
bank account or cash account is written on the both side of entry, then it is called contra entry.
Okay.
So now there is only two transaction of these this type. One is deposited cash into bank, and the second is cash withdrawal from bank. Now there is one confusion that is created here. Actually, it it is given with a purpose that the student will get confused due to this. Okay, cash deposit into bank. This is very simple. There is no similar type entry. So no confusion here. Cash deposited into bank. So entry is bank account debit to cash account. But again, to confuse the student, they will give you a similar type question. I will write that so that you'll understand. They will write it like cash deposited in firm's bank account or personal cash deposited in firm's bank account. Now, this is not bank account debit to cash account. If you are depositing cash, personal cash into firm's bank account, it will become capital because it is
Okay.
investment of capital. Whenever like owner invest money into the business, it is called capital. Yes.
Yeah, it's capital.
So if he is depositing his personal cash into firm's account, then it is not cash, because cash is not going from business, it is coming from owner side. So the entry for this will be bank account debit to capital account. So it is not a contra entry. Understood?
Yeah.
Now the second entry, which is contra, is cash withdrawn from bank.
From the firm's bank, like.
Yes, it is simply written cash withdrawn from bank. That's it. It means it is withdrawn from firm's bank account and
So it's
it
like a
is kept
drawing,
it.
basically.
No.
Oh,
That's what I'm saying. It is not a drawing. Cash withdrawn from bank, it is not written. It is used for personal purpose or household use.
so it
So
has to
this particular,
specify.
yes, it has to
Okay.
specify that it is used for personal like work. So if it is written here, cash withdrawn from bank for personal use, now it is not contra entry again.
Yeah, it's not contra entry in this case.
So it will be drawing account debit to cash
Yeah, to
or
cash.
bank. Sorry, drawing account debit to bank. No. It is cash withdrawn. Sorry. It is cash withdrawn, so it will be cash. Now, same goes with like if you withdraw money from bank also. So cash withdrawn. Now, if they will say that cash withdrawn, okay, I'm making some mistake. No, it is not again cash.
Is it cash or is it bank?
It will be bank. It is simply written here. Sorry for confusion. Cash. I see this and then pass the entry. So cash withdrawn from bank.
From
Okay.
bank.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cash withdrawn from bank, but the use is personal, for
So the
personal use.
cash in the journal entry is the drawing, and we're getting it from the bank. That's basically
Yes,
okay.
bank. So drawing account debit to bank. But here, cash withdrawn from bank. Now, if it is not written, then also it is office use. It is implied, you can say, that it is office use.
Okay.
And if it will clearly write this, that cash withdrawn from bank for office use, then that is good. If it is not written, then also it is implied that it is for office use. Okay.
Okay. So if it's
But
from
whenever
off
it is
from
personal use, whenever it is personal use, then
okay.
it will give this information in the quotient. It will not hide this, that it is of personal use.
So it'll just specify like that.
Yes. So if it is not specifying, it means it is office use. Cold problem.
Not really. I mean, I had like a celebration today and they gave ice cream and I ate two and my throat is hurting.
Okay. Okay. So it's your own effort.
Yeah. It was worth it. Okay, the ice cream was good. It'll go away by tomorrow.
Yes, it happens actually sometime. So I generally use warm water to get rid of this situation continuously.
Yeah, that's why I'm like not sitting in the air conditioned room. I'm sitting in like a warm room so it goes away.
Okay. So cash withdrawn from bank, it is contra entry, and cash withdrawn from bank for personal use, it will be like
Yeah.
drawing. Okay.
Yeah.
So drawing account debit to bank, and here cash deposited in firm's bank account from personal cash, then bank account debit to capital. So these entries generally given to confuse the student, that they will confuse this entry as
A contra entry.
contra entry and they will make mistake. But you have to remember that only cash deposited into bank, simple cash deposit, and cash withdrawn from bank is contra entry for office use, obviously. But all the other items are not contra.
Okay.
Okay, so you know how to identify now.
Yeah, I know how to identify because when I was doing questions, I made so many mistakes regarding that only, and I got wrong balance. So
Okay, so I have written also the example: deposited into bank and cash withdrawn from bank for office use. Entry number 1 or entry number 2. This is 2 example, that is contra. Okay. Now,
okay.
contra entry, you can see contra entry will be entered in both side of cash book if there is cash and bank column in cash book, not discount column. If you're maintaining cash and discount column, then no contra entry. So
Okay.
contra entry is used only if the 2 column we are using is cash and bank. Okay.
Okay.
Now, how it is written, that is important. So I will explain that. I'm preparing a format so that actually there is a little bit change in format also, but I'm not preparing proper format. I'm just taking date particular amount.
Yeah, that I left all right in the exam.
Okay, so this is okay. There will be one more amount column. It will be very small. Okay, no issue. So let's say the entry is cash account debit to bank 10,000. So how it will be entered? That is the main confusion. So if you're also confused with this, then first you should write the amount always. Sometimes student actually remember the concept. So if you don't memorize the concept, then you have to remember that always we will write cash amount in the cash, always, for contra entry. So first of all, you have to tell me which is coming, cash or bank.
In the debit side,
No, I'm just asking what is coming into the business, cash or bank, in this entry, cash account debit to bank account.
the the cash is coming. We're
Cash
getting
is
the
coming.
cash from the bank, from the firm.
Yes. So cash is coming. All the receipt on the debit side. So in cash column, you'll write 10,000. Yes.
Yeah.
And bank is going. So in bank column on the credit side, 10,000. Okay.
Okay.
Now it is in cash column. So we will write opposite name like to bank
Yeah, to
account.
bank, and then the other one by cash. Yeah, I know
Yes.
this.
That is very simple. Then what is the confusion then?
The confusion is where to write where. Where do I write 10,000? Where do I write in the cash or the bank account? That's a confusion.
It is now clear.
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay. Second transaction again, deposited cash into bank. Now tell me what is coming.
deposited cash into bank, the bank will be increasing and the cash is decreasing. So we're getting the bank.
Yes, bank is coming and cash is
Yeah.
going. We can say actually, when we say bank is coming, it doesn't mean the bank is coming. It means cash in bank account is coming.
Yeah, it's coming.
Yes. So in bank column, we will write, let's say it is 8,000. So 8,000 in bank column and
It is
8,000 in cash column.
in the cash column. Yeah.
Okay. Again, in the column, it is bank column. So to cash,
Yeah, to cash and by bank, it'll be opposite.
it is that simple.
Yes.
Confusion is clear now.
Yes.
So the balancing part and the contra entry. Any other part you have this doubt or confusion?
No, this is it. This is the only thing I had doubt in. Oh yeah,
Okay.
can you also explain petty cash book?
Yes. All the petty cash book or any
All of
specific?
them. All of them. I did not understand a single thing when I was trying to revise it. There are so many types. Can you just explain it?
Okay. Actually, for theory, there are two types of petty cash book, two system of petty cash book. System of petty cash book. One is called impressed system and the second is called simple system. Simple system. First, we generally write impressed, but so these two systems. Now, what does it mean? It means that the petty cashier, simple system I'm saying, that petty cashier will receive cash from the main cashier. The amount is not fixed because it can be 5,000 in 1 month and it can be 10,000 in the next month, or it may be more or less. Okay, so amount will change in every month. So first thing you have to remember that in simple system, the amount is not fixed. The second is the date of giving cash to petty cashier is also not fixed. In impress system, the amount is also fixed and date is also fixed. Okay, so if we are giving cash to petty cashier on the first date of every month, then in impress system it will be same in every month, like 1st of April, 1st of May, 1st of June, July, August, September, October, November, December. In every month you will give cash to petty cashier on first day. Okay,
Okay.
now in simple system the date is not fixed. Whenever amount is totally spent on the same date, you will receive money from the main cashier. Means petty cashier will receive money from main cashier. So let's say he received money on 1st April. Now he spent all the amount on 5th of May. Okay, so in that case he will receive on 5th or 6th. Okay, actually on 5th it is, if it is totally spent, then he will submit the report, he will receive money, I'm assuming on the next day. Okay, in the same way, if he is receiving cash on 6th of May, then maybe in the next month he will receive on 25th June, because the total money is spent on 25th June, so he will receive again the amount on 25th June. So date is not fixed. Whenever total amount is spent in the hands of petty cashier, then he will receive money from main cashier. Okay, so in simple system, amount is not fixed, date is not fixed. In impress system, date is fixed, amount is fixed. Means like in the beginning of April, 1st April, the petty cashier received 15,000 rupees from the main cashier. 15,000. Now he like was not able to spend all the amount up to 1st May. Then also he has to submit report to main cashier on 1st May that this is my spending and this is the report. Please check it and give me some money. So after checking the report, petty cashier will give the amount which is spent. Okay, so in
Okay.
15,000, let's say he spent 11,500 in this 15,000. So now he has 3,500 balance on the 1st of May. Yes or no?
Yes.
So he will only receive the money he has spent. So 11,500. Again, his balance will be 15,000. So you can see the amount is fixed.
Yeah.
Okay. And the date
Yeah.
is also fixed because he will receive the cash on 1st April, 1st May, 1st June, like this.
Okay.
So this is the two system. It is for theory purpose. It has actually a very little use in the practical solution. Now, for practical part, there are two types of petty cash book. Two types, two systems and two types. One is called simple and the second is called analytical. Okay. So analytical is like nothing special actually. If you understand simple, then analytical is very easy to understand. Now, what is the simple method? First of all, you know the format, you remember the format?
Not really. Like I know there is dates, there's particulars, and there are like the different petty cash book
Different
columns.
what? Okay. So you have to remember the format because format is obviously, if I explain it here also, then you have to remember. You cannot remember it by my like teaching. There is no shortcut of memorizing the format. You have to remember this. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. After like memorizing the format, after drawing the format, there are two sides actually. In general, in simple accounts, it is debit side and credit side, but here it is not distributed like that. There are 2 3 columns on the left side of particular, and there are 2 3 columns on the like right hand side of particular. Some of the column you can change. It is not a fixed method. No, you have to draw like this. No, that is not a problem here. You can change this a little bit. Like I will write cash amount received, and then I will write cash book folio here. Okay. Sometime ledger folio is also opened here. Then I will write date, and this is particular. Again here, I can create 2 columns for this small, and one is amount. So cash book folio, cash book folio, ledger folio, these things will be written. Sometime invoice number. So this is amount received. Then cash book folio. This is date. This is particular. So 3 column on the left side of particular, 3 column on the right side of. Okay. Is that fine?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, the first time, if we receive cash, if there is no balance, okay, then it will be written here like to cash. If you receive cash from main cashier, then you'll write it here. Let's say 15,000. Then you have spent so much money. So I'm writing miscellaneous expenses like this. Miscellaneous expenses here, it is 11,300. Okay, there are so many expenses. I have written miscellaneous expenses. It doesn't mean that in every question you will write miscellaneous expenses. Okay. You have to write different expenses name and their amount separately. Is that clear?
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay. Now we will calculate total. Again, the higher total is written on both sides. So which one is higher?
The
This
yeah,
15,000.
yeah, that is her. 15,000.
Okay, so from this 15,000, lower total will be deducted. Always you have to remember that amount received will be higher because you can spend only up to that amount. You cannot spend more than that, because if you have received only 15,000, how can you spend 16,000?
Yeah.
So that's why amount received side will always be higher. So 15,000 minus 11,300, so it will be 3,700 by balance CD. Okay, is that clear?
Yeah, it's clear.
Now in the next time period, again I will write to balance BD, because now there are some previous balance also. So to balance BD 3,700, and if we are following impress system, means we have to make it equal to 15,000. So to cash 11,300. So first we will carry forward this balance to the next time period, and then the PT cashier will receive the same amount he spent in the previous month. So 11,300, so that his total amount will be equal to 15,000, because in impress system the amount is fixed. So 15,000 it is. Is that clear?
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay, again in the next month he will spend some money. So let's say two miscellaneous expenses. It is like 13,100. Again we will calculate total. The total is 15,000 in 15,000 minus 13,100, so 1,900. It will be to balance CD. So that's it. This is how we have to solve the question.
Okay.
Tell me, your simple PT cash book is clear?
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay. Any doubt here?
No.
Now, I'm like changing the situation a little bit. Now, I'm not going to write only 2-3 items. I have to write at least 5 to 6 items, so that you'll understand the analytical PT cash book part. So first is to cash 15,000. Now by wages 1,500, by postage 150, by traveling expenses 400, by telephone expenses 780. Like this we will write all the amounts, and we will again calculate total. It is 15,000, 15,000 minus all these, so 0. So 12,170. It is by balance CD. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Now in analytical petty cash book, what happened that we have to create separate column for all the expenses we have written here. Separate column. So there is 1, 2, 3, and 4. But in different question, it can be more than that or less than that. So we have to create 4 columns. Okay, we will name all these same. So it is wages, postage, traveling expenses, and telephone expenses. Okay, so wages 1500 will be written here, 1500 in wages column. Postage 150 will be written here, 400 will be written here, and 780 will be written here. Okay, so in one column there can be more than one transaction. Like wages I have written only once, so maybe I'm assuming that maybe in different quotient it will be 3 times. So all the wages will be written in the first column. Okay,
Okay.
then again we will calculate the total of every column. That's it. So 1500, 150, 400, 780. It is called analytical petty cash. So
Okay.
simple petty cash book can be easily converted to analytical petty cash book by creating separate column for all the expenses. Okay, and you have to write the amount like this. You don't have to create the arrow, but you have to write the amount like this.
So you have to write them all separately, and then you have to like
Yes,
calculate it.
the total.
Wouldn't it be
Yes,
more easier if you like did it the way we did previously, like writing to cash and then writing all the expenses, and then after that we can balance it? Isn't that way
but
easier?
in the question, yes, that is easy. But what if question is asking you to do this
I mean, yeah,
analytical?
obviously, I'm just saying, like, from a practical point of view, like, why would you do this for just one
So
transaction?
I'm not saying that we have to do this, but if question is asking you to that you have to prepare the analytical PT cash flow,
Yeah, then
then
you
you
have to,
cannot.
but you have no choice.
Yes, then you cannot write that. Okay, what if it is better than like simple petty cash book? If you prepare that, then they will deduct your marks.
Yeah,
They will tell you that if I have said, you have to do. So
yeah,
So in that case, we cannot, whatever the requirement of question or in the examination, we cannot change the like requirement of the question. So we have to follow the concept.
yeah, we have to.
Okay, so this is analytical petty cash.
Okay,
Any doubt?
no doubt.
Anything else?
Can you briefly explain vouchers, like how to make voucher?
Voucher format.
Yeah, can you just explain the
Actually,
format to me?
actually,
Like,
there are many vouchers. I I'm saying this. I don't remember all of the vouchers like their format. The almost format of every voucher is same. You just have to put the cash or the name of parties, amount, these things. Okay,
can you just give me
but
the general format then?
exactly, yes, I can draw the format if you want.
Like a general format. That's it. Like,
That is applicable to everyone, like every case. Okay, just 1 minute. Where is my book? Okay, do you have your book with you right now?
not, no, not really. My teacher, she took it for correction. She has to make sure that I wrote all my notes. And
Okay, then actually, then I will show you. There are many vouchers here. Which one? There are debit voucher, credit voucher, transfer voucher, debit note, credit note, cash memo, invoice. I cannot say that which one is general.
okay, then which one is the most important out of all of
Okay,
them?
I'm sharing one by one. Just 1 minute. Give me 1 minute.
Yeah, okay.
There are many voucher format you can easily find here.
I mean, like, I mean, if there are like a lot, you can show me like the most important ones, like the ones that usually
Yes,
come.
that's what I'm sharing.
Yeah.
Okay. How it will be edited? Okay, there is problem. Let me actually all the images they automatically change shape. I have taken picture in like portrait mode, but some of them converted automatically in landscape.
Oh,
So that's what I'm like changing it and then sharing it again. Okay, now I can share it again. Yes. Okay, can you see the screen that I'm sharing?
no,
It is not visible.
no. Okay, I can see it now.
Sorry. Okay, here it is. What's happening? Why it is like, okay. So this is the format. Origin of transaction source document. Actually, this is the receipt voucher. This is the cash memo invoice. Yes, preparation of voucher. You can see here. This is the voucher, the main voucher. Okay, so it is XYZ and company and voucher number. First of all, in the heading, generally, if we are preparing voucher for our company, obviously we will write the name of our company and then we will write voucher number. Okay, here it is voucher number, date, then amount column, it is here, debit and credit items. Like in the debit, what we have done, we have purchased stationery. So stationery account on the debit and cash account on the credit. Okay. So there are certain items, actually there are some of the items we have the proof of those transaction. And there are certain items, certain transaction which we don't have any proof, like small expenses. Okay, when we pay the freight or cartage. Okay, when
Yeah.
we pay the wages, when we purchase a stationery or something like that. So all these small expenses, we don't have any proof. Okay, and some of them have already proof. So you can see the evidence, that is cash memo, etc. by itself is a voucher. But in practice, normally a printed paper called voucher is prepared on which the accounts to be debited and credited along with the description of the transaction is written. Okay, so voucher also includes cash memo. If we have sold goods to someone for cash, then that is also a voucher. If we have issued bill of sales to someone, it is also it is invoice, but it is also called voucher. Okay, but in practical life, the voucher is a different thing. For every transaction, we create a voucher separately. If we have the invoice, then also we create the voucher separately, because invoice I will show you. Then yes, this is transfer voucher, not invoice. Credit voucher, check. Uh, yes, you can see here, this is invoice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, this is also included in voucher. Now, in this part, if someone asks me that which account will be debited or credited, is there any information in this invoice? No, simply no.
No, there's
Because
optional.
yes, because we have purchased goods from like Modern Electrical Supplier Limited. Okay,
Okay.
it is our voucher. Yes, we have purchased these goods. So this company, okay, this is the company name who is issuing the invoice, Modern Electrical Suppliers Limited, and to whom it is issued, ideal customer, Everywhere Road, Fine City, Meerut. Okay, so this is the customer name. The heading, the main company name is the company who is selling the goods, and it is the buyer. Then detail of all the items with rate, quantity and amount. Quantity is here, rate is here, amount is here. Actually, it is not same in every situation. Quantity can be written along with rate also. Okay, so there may be little bit change, it doesn't matter. Okay, you can change it also in like preparing the invoice. So quantity can be written here, rate and then amount, and then the signature part, sales manager here. Yes, so this is
Yeah.
invoice, but there are no details of debit and credit. Now if someone asks me, because I have the knowledge, so I will say that if Modern Electrical Suppliers Limited will record this transaction, then he will write ideal customer or cash on one side, and then sales or purchase on one side. Actually it is sales, so sale is on the other side. Okay, so sale and ideal customer, one will be debited, one will be credited, but this is not clear. That's why we prepare vouchers.
Okay.
So this is the main format of voucher. Okay, you can like take the screenshot of this. If you say, I will make it bigger.
Okay, just one
Yes.
sec. Yeah, I done.
Okay, so this is
Yeah.
our company voucher. So heading is hit this, then debit. What item will be debited? What item will be credited? Is written. Also authorized signatory, and then accountant here, received with thanks. So this is the receipt we will issue to someone, like stored it and give it to them, and then the amount on the. So this is the voucher, simple voucher. It is evidence of the transaction. So there are some other vouchers. Yes, transfer voucher you can see here. Transfer voucher, debit machinery account, credit RAM account, bring the machinery purchased. Yes, so we have purchased the machine, so machine account is debited and RAM account is credited. So this is the voucher. Now, if we have purchased the machine, think about it. There will be some invoice related to that. Yes or no?
Yes.
If we have
Yes.
purchased a machine, yes. So in
Yes.
that case, we have the invoice, but we have also created the voucher. Okay.
Okay.
Now you can see here credit voucher. We are making sale. So only credit sales account. Debit voucher, only debit purchase. There is no other item. It is clearly written cash memo number 726 means we have this bill cash memo against cash. This is so debit voucher, credit voucher. So this is a different voucher, but generally you have to remember the first one that I showed to you, this one. This is the important one. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So any other doubt you have?
No, that's
Because
it.
okay. So tomorrow is your exam?
No, not tomorrow. My accounts exam is actually on Tuesday.
Tuesday. So until then, we have one class, I think.
Yeah, we have.
Okay. Then the remaining part we will discuss in that class. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So that's all for today. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir. Goodbye.
Bye.